Welcome back. And what is happening in the marketplace? We just finished March.
Yep.
Not a bad month.
Yep.
Sales
Considering.
down. Yeah, sales down a little bit. But good activity out there. And the last couple of weeks of the month especially, I've been hearing from the agents that I've come across that things are picking up a little bit. I think this is typical spring market. I'm not forecasting any other differences.
Yeah.
Lots of people are out looking. Lots of people are out looking.
Well, I've heard that people's open houses have been busy, which is great.
Lots of activity there as well.
Yeah.
Just the buyers are taking their time trying to find the right property.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and so they should.
Yeah.
Right?
And
Like, so they should.
In this kind of market, by all means.
Awesome. All right, well, we'll get into some of the stats. First, let's chat about two of our indicators that we talk about every week, the price of oil and the Canadian dollar. The price of oil at 36.79 versus 39.44 last week. Did plummet last week. We'll chat a little more about that in a second. The Canadian dollar, that also went down a little bit. It's 76.87 cents versus 78.68 cents last week.
So,
Russ, why don't you chat a little bit about the number of listings we have?
Well, the number of listings has stayed pretty stable, although we see a decline in Calgary Metro from last week 63.45 down to 62.10. Mm-hmm. It's a good sign if it's going to continue, obviously.
Right.
And Red Deer is pretty much the same, 610 down to 608. So we're showing very stable numbers in listings really in both areas.
Yeah, well, and that really speaks to our months of inventory right now. We are extremely balanced. Our total months of inventory right now is 3.91. First time since the start of October in 2015. So that is a great sign for the spring market. Single family homes, again, balanced, 3.08. Condos, we're still definitely in a buyer's market, but not as bad as I think everybody would necessarily think for condos at 5.66. Russ, talk a little bit about the surrounding areas for inventory.
Well, and just before I touch on those, when we talked about activity and the agents that I've talked to, this is the single family number that they're seeing down at 3 months balanced inventory. So that's huge. So we're seeing that market. That's something you should be relaying to your clients for sure.
Awesome.
It's the beginning of it.
Great.
Okotoks, 6.35 absorption rate. That's a lot, and it's up there, so they're having a bit of a challenge yet. But Airdrie just keeps
outlier
outperforming.
Every week, yeah.
At 3.96. Cochrane at 7.28. Strathmore at 6.62. Now, I remember the beginning of the year we were seeing 15 months of inventory in Strathmore. So obviously it's coming down. And I know the 15 months was not a fair number, but it was high. It's back into line here. And Red Deer at 4.94 is still showing a bit of inventory on there, with the balance market being 2.5 to 3.5 and up to 4 kind of thing.
Right.
So benchmark price, we're at 4.428, down from 4.45, and so that's a 0.49 drop month over to month, and a 3.51 drop from last year. So the people that had forecast prices coming down, by all means, they've seen some now. It doesn't look like it's going to be hard and long.
Yeah.
But the next couple of months will tell the tale. If we stay single family balanced, it's going to be pretty good.
Awesome.